Well, hello YouTube. It's been a little while, hasn't it? So today I have risen from the dead to react to Seraph of the End, chapter 108. The hype around this chapter has been pretty immense. It seems like nobody really has any clue what's going on in this manga anymore. So your guess is really as good as mine going into this. I've got my little bingo card here, my personal predictions. Let's see how well we do. So fair warning, I am British in case you couldn't tell, so there's a high probability of swearing in this video. If you're sensitive to that sort of thing, not really sure what to tell you, but Seraph of the End might not be the series for you anyway, and you might want to try something less gritty, like banana fish. So without further ado, all aboard the hype train, and let's fucking go. Okay, so we're starting where we left off. I'm really surprised. I thought we were going to get like a flashback chapter or something, considering that it was supposed to be, what was it, Hyakuya story or something? Hang on, that chapter name is Use Sword. Were we lied to? I think we were lied to, guys. What the hell happened to Hyakuya story? Eh? Okay, anyway, back to it. So straight away, we've got the Demon Pact from the last chapter. The contract is being made. So you've got both of them holding hands and a cool bolt of lightning. And then, oh my God, we have aged up Demon Mika. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is amazing. I really love the fact that in the previous chapter you was all like, oh, you're a child, Mika, you know, that's not for me, I'm not into that. And Mika was like, well, let me fix that for you, sunshine. Okay, compose yourself, Lucy, hold that shit together, and let's have a read. You. I imagine him doing that in like a sing-song voice, like open your eyes. Look at what you've created. Look at me in all my finery. Look, I'm your demon now. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, you knows. You doesn't even need to open his eyes. He can feel like Mika's beauty like burning through his eyelids. I can feel you devouring my desires. And Mika replies, there's so much we have to talk about, especially our future. Oh guys, he must remember. He must remember now for him to say that. We have a lot to talk about, especially about our future. That implies that he must remember the past and everything that's led them to that point, everything that's come before. I mean, why else would he, be looking the way he does, the same age as you? It seems like he's, joined now with Yu's heart, which means that he should also share Yu's memories. All of that should now be restored. And that's why his appearance now reflects how Yu perceives him in terms of age. Yeah, but right now's not the time for that. We have to take out the first. Yes, okay, fine. If you really must, fine. That annoying thing called plot must be dealt with before we deal with our emotional issues and love confessions. Fine. Think we can do it, Mika? We have to, you. Oh, look at those hands, like the way that their hands are like lingering on each other's. Maybe I'm reading too much into that panel, but I really don't care. I can't, they kill me. Okay, so let's do it. Are you my sword now? Yep, I'm a sword now. That's a really strange sentence. Yep, I'm a sword. Are you a powerful one? You? Just look at the man. Of course he's bloody powerful. Just look at him. I'd say that depends on my wielder. Good answer, Mika. Good answer. You tell you. What? So it's on me? Ugh, guess I better do 1,000,000 push-ups. That's right, you. Look at the beast you've created. You need to be worthy. You need to be worthy of that man. Mika's laughing. Very good. Let's do it. Oh, and Mika's smiling. You can just kind of feel the happiness radiating off of them. They're about to go into like a life or death battle, but they're so happy just to be together. It's heartwarming. And there we have Mika reverting to his sword form. Just as attractive in my eyes, by the way. You good? Yeah. Oh, that's really weird. So the sword is talking to him. I don't remember Ashramaru ever talking to you, like, in the sword form like that. Maybe I'm just, bad memory. I don't know. Good. Let's go. Slice it open. Mikaela. Ooh, that is a powerful swing. Shikama says, that fast, but I can still bring them under control. Die, you monster. Can I dodge this? The poison still hampers me. I can't move as I wish, but I think I can still. Second edge, black gash. Oh, that's such a weird name for an attack. Black gash. It does not roll off the tongue. It's warping space. It will take my whole head. They actually managed to cut Shikama's head off. oh, look at his poor braid being cut off. Oh dear. We did it. Oh, you look so childishly happy. Oh, but of course they didn't. Of course, the head is firmly reattached. Why am I not surprised? Nobody dies in this series. I think the only deaths we've had have been at the very bloody beginning of the series when the virus killed everybody, and no one else has ever died properly in this series. Oh, no good. We'll have to do it better next time, Mika. Yeah. Yuichiro, I bloody told you. Nobody dies in this series. I actually thought for a moment in the previous chapter that Yoichi and Kimizuki might actually be in mortal peril because Shikama was like, die. No, they're fine. They look a little bit worse for wear, but they're clearly alive. Hi, dear. Oh, you two came to save me? Yoichiro. Well, duh, you took too damn long. I love Kimizuki's attitude. Did you rescue Mika? Oh, look at the sad kind of smile that he's got going on there. Clearly, like, he's conflicted about that. I suppose because to you, Mika is in the best possible place at the moment, which is with him. But he's not been saved yet. I think that's what that smile implies. Is he powerful? Yep. Why is everybody doubting Mika's strength, for God's sake? I mean, we all witnessed him take down like a whole bloody squadron of the demon army to get to you. Like, of course he's powerful. Good. If all of us work together, can we take him out here and now? Let's see if we can gauge things, Mika. How powerful does he look? Can we beat him? Ooh, that's weird. That's really weird that the eye is like coming out of the sword to like look at the first. That's really weird. I think it's possible, at least. Depends on your desire. Go ahead and devour it all. Heck, you can possess me if you want. Steady on you. Stop being a death seeker, please. Ever since we joined together, I've been feeling awesome. I can do anything right now. Your Honor, they are in love. My God. They are so in love. It's just, it's painful at this point. Just, for God's sake. Right, I'm crossing that one off the bloody bingo sheet. I told you that we'd get you waxing poetic once he got Mika back. But he still won't say the bloody words, will he? Yeah. Maybe he's embarrassed because he's in front of his friends. Oh, well. Whatever it is, do it quickly. Shinoa poisoned herself so that she could weaken him. Finish this thing while it's still working. And Yu's thinking about Shinoa. Shinoa's helping too. I want to give something back. I want to protect my friends. I want to protect everyone. I want my friends to love me. After all, I can't love myself. I need to have others do it for me. Oh shit, that's deep. I'm actually surprised that he's capable of that kind of self-reflection. Oh, that's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because people always compliment you on how kind he is to everybody. And people are very, very tough on you as a character because his actions, are slightly illogical at times. He seems to forgive people way too easily. Gurren. But if you consider that he's just a desperate character, desperate to be loved, and if you consider that Gurren was the man that took him in as a father figure, it does make a lot more sense. And we actually have you verbalizing that here to himself. Well, not verbalizing, thinking about this to himself and coming to that realization that he has this desperate need to be loved by everybody because he can't love himself. Very sad. That's plenty. I've eaten my fill. Let's kill them. Oh, so you was using those thoughts to give Mika fuel. He wants to protect them. That's his desire. And he wants to do that as payback because he feels like he owes them because they love him and he doesn't deserve to be loved. Oh my God, that's really sad. And Mika knows that as well. Like, Mika now knows that intimately because he knows where those desires come from. That's incredibly sad. That's plenty. I've eaten my fill. Let's kill them. Yeah, let's. You, Mikaela, stop this. Don't merge any further. It isn't time yet. It isn't time yet. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the vibe that you and Mika are meant to be some kind of super weapon together that Shikama Doji wants to use for his own ends. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Who cares about you? All you're going to do is die. Oh, use crazy eyes. It seems like Shikama's blocking a lot of these strikes. He's not proactively really attacking. The poison is starting to fade. Guess we'll have to finish this quick. Third edge, Phantom Journey. Oh, and now we have Mika emerging from the sword. First edge, Pandemonium. You, Mikaela, stop. You can't use that much power yet. Merge any further and they'll notice. They. Oh, Shikama does not look happy. And we have the Seraphs descending. Yeah, Shikama looks genuinely frightened in that panel. That's interesting. We haven't seen Shikama frightened before. Is he casting some kind of barrier from the looks of it? Yeah, I have to put up a barrier. What are you doing, you insects? Do not disturb me. Shut it, monster. Yuichiro, do it. Right. Damn it. Damn it all. How much of the poison is neutralized? Almost all. Can I dodge this? Yes, my strength is returning. I can dodge this. No. I will kill you. Oh, that feels really good to see you just slicing Shikama open. That feels damn good. Did you get him? I will this time. Oh, he's coming back with a second hit. Oh, and now we have the Seraphs with their trumpets. And they're all wondering what the hell that sound is. Oh no, this is bad. The sinner is found. The sinner is found. The sinner is found. The great sinner who defied holy law to revive the cursed child and brought blight upon the entire world has been found. Oh, I think that God might be the big bad in this show. I think that God might be the villain. And I remember that it's been kind of foreshadowed earlier on with Farid. Farid? I don't know how you say it. But he was saying that, we're going to defeat God. Shikama also said to Kurito at one point that God is an ugly being or something along those lines. And obviously it would have been, we think it would have been God that cursed Shikama and, made him into what he is and killed his son. And also it would have probably been God that sent the plagues and stuff upon humanity for messing with the Seraph of the End. It wasn't Shikama. So in that sense, God ain't a good guy in this series. We also had some foreshadowing, even from Asurumaru back in the day, that angels are worse than demons. I mean, we've seen their destructive capability, but from their actual motivations standpoint, maybe it's true. Maybe the angels are evil. And maybe that's, the whole thing about Seraph of the End. The bad guys are not who you think they are. Sinners must be executed on sight. I love how the angels are singing this throughout. They're singing this sinister stuff. Who's that? And then Yu looks to his side where Mika is. This is bad, Yu, really bad. We have to get away. Oh no. I'm getting some serious chapter 90 vibes right about now. I swear to God, if they kill Mika again, I think I'm going to actually go insane from this series. I swear. And speaking of going insane, it looks like Shikama is absolutely despairing right about now. Execute the fallen angel. No, not yet. I'm not going to give up. Yep, the Seraphs are tearing shit up. Oh, wow, so Shikama actually has put up a barrier to stop them. Ah, not enough. Ah, damn it. Riga, Erd, I'll tell you all. Yes, please. Please tell us everything for the love of God Almighty. Pun intended. Tell us. Tell us what the fuck is going on here. And in response, did he just get yeeted? Saito and Erd have just like yeeted him with their chains. Brilliant. Huh? Don't let him get away. Yeah, they're literally just yanking Shikama out of there. Aha. Okay, and then Shikama's warning them. Don't listen to them. Those angels, they're no, they're your enemy. That's all. And then he's just been swallowed by the coffin, where he belongs. Mikaela, did you hear that? Yeah. Geez, what's going on? I feel you. We actually have more of Erd and Saito. Oh, God. I only put the daddy issues thing on that grid as a joke, but actually I'm going to tick it off as fulfilled. Oh dear, look at you, you're a wreck. Can you open your eyes? Do you see us? If only you'd asked in the first place. We gladly would have helped you, right, Erd? We've awaited your return, Father. That is satisfying, though, to see Shikama Doji tied up. That's a good feeling. That is a damn good feeling. Now then, you promised you would tell us, right? From the beginning of the world to the reason you abandoned us. Let's have it. We're all listening. Explain yourself, Father. Oh, that's a great place to finish. That is a very good place to finish. Okay, so having had a little bit of time to reflect, what do we sort of think about this chapter? Obviously, we have Demon Mika, who's an adult, which we like. I also like the fact that we are getting kind of a promise that Mika and you will talk things out, resolve some of that tension between them, which I imagine has only got considerably higher after Mika's new form has been revealed. And yeah, so I'm really surprised that they captured Shikama. I wasn't expecting that in this chapter at all. I mean, I was expecting a flashback chapter because, Yakuya's story, but we got robbed of that, so never mind. So yeah, I'm surprised that they managed to capture Shikama, but then I suppose there were lots of things that were weakening him during that battle. So you had Shinoa's poison, you had Erd and Saito with, the chain spell, whatever that is, and, the magic cage that Saito has built. Or was it Erd that built it? I can't remember now. And we know that Mika and you are obviously really powerful. I'm pretty sure that they're meant to be like two halves of a whole being at this point. Shikama talked about them merging. That's a kind of worrying thing, though, because we don't want you and Mika to merge into one being, surely. We want them to have separate personalities, separate identities. We don't want them to be this entity that's always under the control of someone else. We don't want them to be weapons. We want them to be people. We want them to exist and be happy together at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm not on board with Shikama Doji's plan. I've seen a lot of people out there who are like simping for Shikama, saying that he's, best dad ever. Give the man a #1 dad mug. But I don't think so somehow. Whatever Shikama's plan exactly is for these two, it involved crushing Mika's heart, if you remember. Back in chapter 102, all the demons surrounded Mika and they tried to crush his heart because that was on Shikama's orders. I don't think that Shikama respects you and Mika as individuals. He wants them as this super being to use. I'm not on board with that. I'm not on board with that plan. I also think that God is the big bad, though. So, yeah, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, aren't we? it will be interesting if God does turn out to be the main villain, and if they're actually going to sort of portray God, or if they're just going to portray his seraphs, which I think is the more likely route they're going to go down. Just show the seraphs as like the agents of God rather than God himself. So yeah, I think that's probably what it's going to be. So I was thinking a bit more as well about Shikama's curse, because he was, cast down from heaven, cursed, and his child, Mika, they were killed. So I was thinking that, well, why exactly did God have a problem with this Mikaela being that Shikama made? Well, I suppose perhaps it's because God is the only being that is allowed to create life. Maybe that's the sin that Shikama was punished for. And in that sense, a curse of vampirism is quite an ironic, fitting punishment. If you're cursed with living forever, but you can never experience human connection, you can never experience love as a result. If you remember, vampires' emotions deteriorate. So Mika can't feel anything apart from you as an exception. He can't feel anything for other people. So if Shikama was trying to create a being that he could love, in a sense, like his son, Mikaela, God took that away from him and then made him incapable of loving, and also cursed him with living forever as punishment for trying to usurp God and create life. That's kind of my theory at the moment. Could be completely off base, but I just thought that it was interesting and I just wanted to put it out there into the world. What other thoughts do we have about this chapter then? It was really, really sad to see Yu's mental state in this chapter, to hear that he needs to be loved by everybody else because he can't love himself. That was really hard-hitting, and it was nice to hear him reflect upon his own weaknesses like that. And it also got me thinking about Mika and Yu's relationship, because I know as shippers we like to get carried away by the cuteness and the interactions between them. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I ship. I've spent the whole better part of this video shipping them, for the love of God. But it does raise some questions about their codependency. Mika is unable to love anybody apart from you. Because he is a vampire, formerly a vampire, but demons have the same problem. They are void of emotional connection to other people, other human beings. They can't feel it. Yu is an exception for Mika. He's the only exception. So that creates a codependent bond between them. I think that's something that as shippers we do overlook sometimes, because they are cute. That being said, I think they are the healthiest pair in the Seraph of the End universe at this point. If you compare the alternatives within the series, it's an absolute shit show. You've got Gurren and Mahiru, who are just like the epitome of abuse and evil, just, power at all costs. Then you have Shinoa and Yu, and that is kind of a sad tale of unrequited love on Shinoa's side, mixed in with lust and emotional manipulation from her sister, sort of trying to push her down that route into loving you. That's how I see it. Then you have Gurren and Shinya. Shinya deserves better for starters, but Shinya seems to possibly be in love with Gurren. We're not sure. It's kind of been implied. But I get the impression that Gurren isn't attracted to men based on previous incidences in the Catastrophe manga, where he came on to one of his female squad mates. He was under the influence of his demon at the time, but it kind of shows where his desires lead him. They lead him towards women. And we have Kurito and Aoi, and they've got a weird master-servant thing going on. They've got a power imbalance in their relationship, which is very creepy. I don't like that very much at all. I think those are the only romantic pairs. So if you consider Mika Yu by comparison, Mika and Yu never intentionally hurt each other. Whenever they do get into a disagreement, it's based out of love and care they have for the other person and what they believe is the right thing to do. It's never about intentionally hurting the other person. there's also a kind of equality in their relationship. Neither one of them outranks the other, and they don't treat each other as one of them being better or superior to the other in skill or strength or anything like that. Whenever you see them facing a problem, they're facing it together 9 times out of 10, with the exception of, if they're trying to protect the other from themselves. I remember when Mika is dreaming about them being kids in the orphanage, he has a conversation with his imaginary you in his head, and they're having a little bit of banter about who's the mum and who's the dad to the Hyakuyo orphans. And Mika's just like, whatever, I don't care, I can be the mum, you can be the dad, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. It shows that they're always very much on equal footing, which defies the typical power dynamics you see in the BL fandom, in the yaoi genre. So it's a nice breath of fresh air that their relationship has. And I do hope that it is made official by the end. For that reason, because it's a very well-written relationship. It's not a romance, it's a relationship that has slowly kind of developed over time. And it feels very natural, and yeah, I think it's probably because it wasn't intended from the start to be that way. I suspect that they were kind of written to be kindred souls, brothers in that sense. Obviously not by blood because they're orphans, but I think that's how they were originally meant to be. And I think that the fandom obviously really appreciated the writing of the bond, because it wasn't coming from a forced attraction as you get in the yaoi and BL genres. It's coming from the experiences they've had and how they've been written, which is really, really good. My hope for them by the end of the series that they overcome that kind of codependency on each other, by which I mean I hope that they don't merge and become like a single entity, because that would mean erasing their individual personalities. It would just be a horrible way out for them. You needs to basically find some self-esteem in there, and Mika needs to stop sacrificing himself for you. And that means that they both need to live as individuals, live together, but as individuals. That's what I hope for them by the end. So yeah, that was my reaction to Seraph of the End, chapter 108. I had a lot of fun reacting to this. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, show me some love in the comments, give me a like. And if you would like to see more of this, please let me know. I'm open to doing some more. Had a lot of fun with it. And it looks like we're approaching the climax of the story, so I imagine that I'll only have more juicier material to react to in the future. And I hope that everybody gets their happy ending that they deserve. Or rather, I hope everyone gets the ending they deserve. So yeah, that's all from me. Until next time, goodbye.